Carmelo's mother let it be known that he was raised in a two-parent household, but she's still getting the bulk of the blame for her son's behavior. People saying she got that faraway look in her eye. People saying she looked like she got what it takes to kill somebody in cold blood. I even heard somebody say that she encouraged her son to commit the murder because they already had the hookup with the dude. What's the name of his organization? The NANG, the New Generational Educational, whatever it is. They saying that the parents already had the hookup with that man and they needed a murder so they could pull this thing off. The same way Shanquilla's parents was accused of having her set up in Mexico so they can get the GoFundMe money. It's a lot of people with a GoFundMe, but they don't have nothing to fund. Something like this got people donating money left and right. And it went so far to where people are blaming his beautiful mother for the crime that her son committed because she's standing by him. His whole family is standing by him. And a lot of times when somebody commit a murder, their family don't want nothing to do with them like that. And seeing how his family got his back, people are starting to believe that his family had something to do with the murder. I want to play this clip for y'all because if you slow it down, she do look demonic in some parts of the video, not all the parts of the video, but it is some parts of the video where she do look a little demonic, but they can't be trying to make it seem like this woman is a demon because her son did something demonic. Hold on, wait. We gotta get this set up right. No, run that back, run that back.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband worked hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we are the best financial, to make sure.
She reading from a paper. It's not coming from the heart. Her and her husband look like an odd couple. How come she got a different last name than Karmelo and she's married? Do Karmelo have a different father? Is that his real father? Do he have another father? And I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist about none of this, but sometimes crimes are manufactured in order to rile up the masses. And I'm not saying this is the case. Did anybody release any footage of the stabbing or the crime or the scene? Was anybody in attendance that put their account out there on social media? I'm pretty sure they have. I haven't seen it. But this is a little sketchy. Hold on, let me run that back real quick.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes.
Kayla Hayes. Okay, I'm gonna have to do my own little investigation. And I'm not gonna keep stopping the video, but I'm trying to figure out why this woman is getting so much hate. Why they're trying to make it seem like she's the face of death because she raised the killer. Maybe she raised somebody that's willing to defend themselves by any means necessary. Maybe she raised somebody that was being bullied and took it upon himself to make sure that everything is good with him, so he wouldn't continue to be bullied. So she said her name is Shayla Hayes. Okay, I ain't gonna show you that because that's somebody's mugshot. I'm looking. This name is basically non-existent. When I type in Shayla Hayes, this is all I get. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at right here. This all I'm getting when I type in his mother's name. And by now, she's a public figure. And you figure her face would be somewhere, but all we got is mugshots. And this all we get. And that's why she being accused of being the killer herself, because she put herself out there. Now the whole world know who she is. Now people are judging her based off of what they're seeing in this interview right here, she got a different name than her son, even though she's married. So somebody help me make it make sense.
I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband worked hard every single day to provide for us,
Mm-hmm.
to make sure we're the best financial, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way.
Now, this is the part that got people questioning her because she reading it from a paper. It's not sincere. It's not coming from the heart. Somebody wrote those words for her to say to the media. So how truthful is it for real? And you know, in situations like this, when there's a murder and there's a black person that got off, it causes a lot of celebration amongst black people. But we don't know who these people are. When they are part of these organizations, we already seen what happened with the Black Lives Matter organization. And a lot of people was donating a whole lot of money to these organizations. Come to find out, they was working for the other team. And I'm not saying that these are puppets or actors or whatever the case is, but y'all got to consider things that we've seen in the past. Matter of fact, just give me 1 second. Now remember, Shanquilla's parents, they came out there ready to act. They came out there ready for them cameras. They got a lot of GoFundMe money. They turned into tragedy celebrities and they rode that wave for a long ass time. They was in front of CBS, CNN, they was reading papers, same scenario. They give people a script and you figure Black America is pretty much laid back right now. People don't want no problems. Especially black people ain't out here stabbing up white folks. We've seen similar propaganda before and seeing how they're getting all these death threats and people trying to kill them and people trying to figure out where they at. Nobody knew what they looked like before they did the press conference. So why would they even put themselves out there like that? Just some things to consider. But me personally, besides all of that, I feel like his beautiful mother is innocent. She's not the criminal in the situation. But now she's a major figure in the situation. And why would she want to do that? Who convinced her to be a public figure in such a negative light? If you're trying to protect somebody, you figure you would be trying to keep them out of the spotlight. But not only did she jump fully into the spotlight, she gave her full name and she provided information to the public that the public don't need to know coming from her mouth. Hold up. No, run
Okay.
it back, run it back.
Whatever. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened.
Hold on, wait. Last time I went live, couldn't nobody hear me. Yo, let me know out there if y'all can hear me. Is my mic working? Somebody let me know. Anybody, let me know if the mic working. Because if it's not, then I'm gonna have to do this thing all over and see if I can get it working for y'all. So somebody leave a comment. Let me know that y'all can hear me out there. Let me know how y'all feeling out there. And also let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. It broke my heart when I seen people online saying all of this mean, disrespectful stuff about his mother. And I'm thinking, they had to know this was going to come along with her coming out the way that she came out. She was aggressive, and rightfully so. You got people threatening her kids. She's a mother trying to protect her family or whatever the case is. But I don't know if this is protective at all. She's a target, and people trying to get to this woman, they eating her up on social media. They're saying she looked like the type of mother that will put a knife in her son's hand and say, "Don't come home until you defend yourself. Don't keep getting punked. I ain't raised no bitch ass, you know what." People making up all these things, never met this woman. All they can go off of is the interview that she gave or whatever, but it's all negative. I haven't seen anything positive online yet. So I decided to get online to put some positivity on this woman because she deserved it. Can y'all hear me out there? Y'all said I'm good? Okay, I'm good. All right, so let's get back to this real quick. And y'all could say what y'all want to say in the comment section. But as far as disrespect to Carmelo's family, I don't like it. You do what you want to do, but I'm letting y'all know that I'm not gonna like it. Maybe there's somebody out there that will like it, but me personally, I wouldn't like y'all disrespecting Carmelo's family, especially his beautiful mother, because as far as I'm concerned, she ain't never done nothing to nobody. So let's get into what she got to say, and please keep it respectful, y'all.
harassed, and lied about.
Let me run
The
that.
lies and false accusations nurtured and supported every step of the way.
Hmm.
In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Karmelo and the Metcalf boys,
Hmm.
my three younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about.
Hmm.
The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming.
Hmm.
The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys.
Okay, when she say everybody in our community, what's she talking about? Her neighborhood, or she talking about the black community? Because if they trying to involve everybody that's black into this, then that's race baiting. Why would they write that in the paper? Who wrote? Was it the president of the what is it? New Generation Action Network? Did he put that in there? Because you can't sum this up to the black community. They can't speak for the whole black community. They could speak for themselves. They could speak for their family. Is they talking about the pocket, the neighborhood that they live in? Because if they got her trying to throw us all in the midst of this, they need to rewrite that and reword that. Th- That's propaganda. Maybe I heard it wrong. Maybe y'all could help me out so I could figure this out. But I know she ain't talking about the whole black community.
My three younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened,
Hmm.
harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming.
Hmm.
The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms.
Hmm.
My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats.
Who can write that for you? Who? My mental health been deteriorating every day. In the script, this is shit that you would say from the heart. If you trying to tell it like that, now are these supposed to be legal documents, whatever? Y'all help me out because I don't want to sound like an asshole by using logic. Because sometimes you got to let logic take a back seat and just roll with your people. You ask too many questions, it sounds like you flip flopping or you straddling the fence or whatever. But some questions need to be asked in all of this because we've been duped so many times before in the past when it comes to these black tragedies. We don't even know if the Trayvon Martin situation was all the way real because his parents was posted up with celebrities or whatnot at the time. Hold on. Thank God I got the lid on that. How you spell Trayvon? I don't know. Um, I need to figure this shit out, yo. Yeah, his parents was a little sketchy. They were saying that all of this stuff was photoshopped or whatever the case is. Now, whenever something hit the news, people gonna make conspiracies out of it. But we've seen it go down like this so many times. It's happening all over again. When they gonna do one with a single mother and she just up there, no man, no nothing. It's a two-parent household that bring the whole family into it, the whole family unit. They get out there, they do the protesting, they had the t-shirts and all that. I mean, if there's money to be made, it's money to be made, but you figure these type of events affect laws or whatnot, then we all got to get on board. It's like a train pull up, regardless of what's on the train. If you black, you got to get on the soul train. And it ain't no telling where it's going, but we all got to get on the damn train. You got Al Sharpton in the midst, Beyonce, Jay Z. They come, them demons come together. You know it got to be about some money or some propaganda. Somebody said you tripping, really? Okay, I'm gonna shut up. You know what I'm saying? The brother has spoken, and I'm not. I ain't come here to argue. Y'all say I'm tripping and I'm taking it too far. Then I'm not trying to argue with the crowd. Y'all come here to give y'all opinions. So I'm gonna shut that down. I ain't gonna speak no more on that because I'm tripping for real. And that's by an unbreakable, strong black woman by the name of Nina. Nina, your brother apologized. I'm not trying to be one of those. So I'm gonna shut that shit down. Because I gotta, keep my pulse to the streets. If y'all ain't with it, I ain't with it. He said supposedly her son has been going to school with weapons. Fighting was expelled a few times before, has not been corrected. Nothing to do with race now. One boy is gone, the other is going to be in prison. So he was acting up in school, fighting. He a knucklehead. He was out there looking for smoke. Is that the reason why he brought the bag to the school? I'm going based off of what y'all are talking about, you know. But that's what they saying out there. That he was looking for some action and his parents let him run amok. Now they acting like they raised phenomenal kids and have a phenomenal household, and she a stay at home mom on some Brady Bunch shit while her husband go to work and provide for the family. I ain't. That's what y'all saying in the comment section. I don't know. Says supposedly her son has been going to school with weapons and everything. Okay, I said the logic is once there's that many cameras and money involved, they won't allow you to speak from the heart. Everything comes pre-written script. But this the crazy part about it. They set that up in a janitor's closet. It wasn't even that many people there. They put that. Nobody asked for that. The news wasn't there. Wasn't people asking questions or nothing. They put this together. This is all propaganda. Let me show y'all something real quick. It's the most bootleg setup that I ever seen in my life. Look at this. Look where they at. This ain't no CNN, ABC. This is a janitor's closet. Got the strings looking all sloppy. Look at the rug. Look at the camera crew. They working with the oppressor. It's hollow in there. You can hear them echoing. Ain't no cameras flashing. Ain't no bright lights or nothing. News reporters and stuff. Ain't nobody. It's just them. Well, why would they? This is their own person. This is a personal campaign. They made a demo and sent it off to CNN and CBS and all that, trying to
I'm
get
gonna check
some
the
feedback.
woman.
He trying to be the modern day Dr. King. And I'm not going against what's going on here, but why would they put themselves on Front Street unless they trying to stir up some bees? They said that Austin Metcalf's father came up there to see what was going on, and they asked him to leave, and he politely got up and left. Now people saying when his son asked old boy to leave, and but it is what it is. I ain't gonna go too deep off into that. I'm just letting y'all know what I've been hearing. But me personally, I feel like justice will be served, regardless of how you feel about it. Um, Justice will be served unless all of this is manufactured. Because a lot of times we come across situations like this and justice is never served. And that leads me to believe that most of the time it's manufactured. So it's really no justice to be served like that. But hey, we just got to wait and see. Now, I want y'all to listen to what his mother had to say. I made this video because people disrespecting his mom, and that's not cool. She didn't raise him to be a killer, regardless if she got that crazy look on her face like how he got. That's his mother. They got the same face. He looked like a killer. She looked like a killer. That don't mean she a killer. She can't help it that her son got her face, and her son is the face of death in 2025 right now. She can't, she don't have no control over that. So I would appreciate it if people stop judging his mother and disrespecting his moms. She got younger kids she got to provide for and protect. Why attack the woman? Why attack a woman that got kids that she got to protect? Like, don't be a monster about the situation. Um, Say, yes, that is correct. Long record in school of him having huge problems, parents being spoken to, and they are not correcting it. And look at what happened. An innocent boy passed away. His freedom is now gone. So, are you trying to say his mother and his father is to blame for their son's behavior? You trying to say that they basically put the knife in his hand? Me personally, I believe if you got a problem with somebody, you tell them, let's step outside. Let's go handle this somewhere. Killing somebody in a public place like that, regardless of what's going on, is beyond crazy. But maybe that's how they raised him. And I can't judge them and say they didn't raise him right. You know, a lot of people out there feel like they raised him right because he defended himself. So this is a messy conversation. People have opinions or whatever, but all I'm trying to say is, please show some respect to his mother. Said, that is very true. I cannot stand when people judge someone by their looks or by the way they speak. It's not fair. I do have to say, she does look very, very young, though, and it's hard to control boys. When I first seen his mother, I was thinking to myself, they need to stop playing. Like, who this woman that they got talking about she's his mother or whatever. She looked like she could be in high school herself. But like they say, black don't crack. I respect her regardless, and I'm gonna show her the utmost respect regardless. Hold on. She said, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he was a problem child. So this person, what's her name? Everica Z. She's stressing the fact that Carmelo was a problem child. He was a demon. He'd been doing stuff and they never corrected it. His mother said they moved out there 3 years ago looking for a better life. So 9 times out of 10, they come from the hood. They moved out to the suburbs. And he out there in the suburbs with that hood mentality. And he a real one. And he ain't taking none of that. He from the streets. And they moved out to the burbs somewhere. And he out there acting up. And when he come home and he fighting like how he used to do where they used to live at. It's normal behavior. It's something that they condone because they don't want him to be soft or whatever. Allegedly, that's what it sounds like. She said we moved for a better life, and now this shit don't happen. Don't mess around. Killed the white boy at the school. I don't know if they still do it, but they used to bust the kids from the hood to the suburbs, and they get in them schools and be acting an ass. Before you know it, all the white girls pregnant at the school. The basketball team is dominating in sports in the suburbs or whatever. So it happens. People go from the hood, go to the suburbs, and bring the hood mentality with them. And before you know it, they getting suspended. They in all this damn trouble because they didn't congeal with their new situation. Let me run this back a little bit.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Karmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband worked hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're the best financial, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever
Hold on,
you
wait. Now I'm under attack. What did I do? What did I say, my sister? What? Say you really need to stop it. You're supposed to be one of the leaders in our community. Me? No, this Sean Blazes. I know I look like Dr. Umar Johnson today with the chain and shit, but I promise you, I ain't never tried to be no black leader or whatever. Somebody confused. She said, you really need to stop it. You supposed to be one of the leaders in our community, and you sit here calling his mama a killer. I'm going, wait, I didn't call his mother a killer. I said she looked like a killer because her son looked like her. That's the only way she would look like a killer because her son's a killer. And she his mother. I never said she did nothing to anybody. She's an innocent woman. You know, I'm making this video so people to stop disrespecting his mother. I didn't call her. Where did that come from? See, people, this is divisive. You know, situations like this is always divisive in the black community because regardless of what your opinion is about the situation, there's going to be somebody else with another opinion. And then it's going to be somebody else with another opinion. And while we out here fighting in the street, they running away with a big fat bag of cash. That's how it go, man. This comment alone is everything I said in a nutshell. People will find a reason to get mad at you for speaking your mind about whatever when it comes to a situation like this. Something that we really don't have no power over. You know what I'm saying?
think what happened between Carmelo and the Metcalf boys, my three younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats.
Is this nigga back there acting? He said, oh. He acting like the preacher or the deacon at the church Every time the preacher say something, he back there. He acting like he had a rap battle with some on some URL shit. Look at him.
is deteriorating day by day. We have endured
He reading the paper too, like, oh my god.
day. We have endured into our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats.
He like, damn, my baby can't read. He stressed the fuck out. Like she fucking up words and shit. Like we ain't never gonna get that money right. She looked like she failed her family. Like I couldn't read it. So I told you don't put those big words. Like damn, baby, you fumbled in the bag. Allegedly said this is heartbreaking. Put yourself in their shoes. Shit, you might as well put on the whole Scream outfit. Talking about them shoes. What about that damn cloak with that mask? Because they associated with death at this point. I mean, I ain't do it. He did it. I wonder if they beat his ass when he got home, when he got out of jail. Did an ass whooping come with that? Because they couldn't get him after he did what he did, because they took him into custody or whatever. What did they talk about when he finally got home? Did they hug him? Who want to sleep in the same house with that motherfucker? He get mad over some silly shit. You better hide all the knives in the house. They probably ain't got nothing but butter knives in the house. I wouldn't trust his ass. If he walk around me, I'm gonna be like, he come around the dinner table, you don't know what the fuck he gonna do. You sleep at night, he come in there, mom, click, 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 mom, click, click. He trying to open the door, that motherfucker locked. When they get up, they answer the door, they click, 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 click. What you want? Like, I was just coming to say goodnight. That's probably why they got that big ass house. Put his ass in the attic somewhere. Every time they hear him walking around, they get real quiet. Like that nigga up there. I ain't trying to live with no killer. I don't give a who he is. Your family member come home after they don't kill somebody. What the fuck y'all gonna talk about? Like dinner's ready. He take that fork and stab it in the steak. You might have a heart attack. I want to know, did they beat his ass when he came home? Or did he get some discipline? Did they yell at him? Or was they too afraid to say something to him? Because he got that mug on his face. And I'm pretty sure when people interact with him, and I ain't trying to look, that's my brother, Free Karmelo Anthony. Free Karmelo. I'm with the people. I never go against the grain. You know, I'm black. A lot of y'all black. We black. We gonna black it out together. Justice for Karmelo Anthony. I'm not trying to be a asshole about the situation, but I'm just trying to understand. Okay, let me pull this up real quick. I want to see his face. I ain't never seen him smile. Not one damn. Do they have a photo of him smiling? He got the mug of a killer. He looked like he smoked Newports and rolled dice. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But damn. And you know, a lot of women in our community think this is sexy. They like the fact that he ain't with that bull. If Karmelo go to the club or pull up, he ain't never gonna have no problems getting a woman. You know he a protector. You know he ain't gonna take no shit. You know he a ride or die. He a real one. He get love in the black community. Is that what it takes? Yank somebody up on a live stream. Yo shit. How many viewers? How many people? I got 22 people watching. I've been on here for an hour. Let me yank somebody up on the stream. Like yank, 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 yank. The next time I go live, I'm like, yeah. Like, there we go, 4 million, 5 million. I'm gonna be looking like I Show Speed on YouTube. The man that never smiled. Now his mother in the news looking just like him. His father looked like a nice guy. And that got me wondering, how realistic is all of this? And we're gonna get back to his mom's and everything, but I'm trying to get a better understanding of what's going on. She said that's another reason why people are hating on them, because here's a family who just buried their young son and they're over there using the money that was raised to buy a house that's over $1 million. Blood money. It's safe to say it's blood money. It's money from a murder. That's like being a hitman or something. I wanted to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully somebody can help me make it make sense. She said he's over there in LA. Omega, praise the Lord Jesus. Amen. Amen. And it's Good Friday today, folks. Christ has risen. And Lord, do we all need help? Please help us, sweet Jesus. Have mercy on us all. Who is, can I make her a moderator? Who is this woman, man? Because y'all not, she the only one really leaving comments. He says, stop using, oh shit. They mad. Stop using that reverse psychiatrist. You are coons. You already know Karmelo was minding his own business. I don't know shit. I'm my bad, brother. You right. You right. Let me redo that, because I'm not gonna match aggression with aggression, because I'm not trying to be divisive. I'm just trying to get a better understanding for all of us. He says, stop using that reverse psychiatrist. Use a coons. You already know Karmelo was minding his own business. That's why he did what he did. Had to. Did as a self-defense. Stop that shit. You know what? When the real one speaks, in order for me to be real, I gotta listen. So, bruh, let me quit cooning. And I gotta get back on the black side of things, because I ain't trying to, be left in the cold. We got to stick together. I ain't come here to argue with y'all. So let me cut that cooning and that reverse psychiatrist shit that's going on the stream. I don't want to keep doing that. Somebody said that's a lie. They did not buy a house. It was a rumor. The founder of GoFund cleared that up. They never released the money. So somebody out here lying. And I could see why people would be lying on them, because they trying to spread hate. Said, I'll listen to you a lot, but this is my first time seeing your face. You are beautiful. Beautiful. Damn. They said I look like a fat ass Kanye West. Somebody said I look like a broke ass James Harden. So by you saying that, man, that really made me feel good about this. I need to start showing my face more often. The unbreakable strong woman said all parents can do is raise their children to the best of their ability. You should know that if you're a parent, and you absolutely right. Parents don't have control over their kids when they go to school with a knife in a bag. If you touch me, see what happened. Like, In what world? I want to know who his favorite rap, who he be listening to. Touch me and see what happened. What he be watching? What they need parental, but like you said, you can't blame the parents for what their kids do. I'm pretty sure his mother would have handled it different, but they saying she got that look in her eye, like she would have, she probably would have did worse. And saying, look, they saying that they got some family demons that come from his mama's side of the family, and that's why he did what he did. But I don't believe none of that. Um, She said, Sean, don't coon. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I had some coleslaw earlier. Maybe it was the coleslaw that got me cooning a little bit. He said, stop being extra, bro. Why he wants. I apologize once. It ain't gonna be too much more apologizing, man. Said, Demi never been in trouble on his life. And you saying he has a face of a killer? Unbelievable. He ain't got the face of an angel. He give me C murder vibes. Look at Ja Rule and Freddie P from Making the Band. I mean, hey, if you see some, I ain't see. I'm looking for a picture of him smiling. This nigga don't smirk. Not even. He got that look in his eye, like he'll do it again. Like he got off on that shit. Like you know not to try me, right, nigga? He could rob somebody with no gun, no knife, no nothing. Like touch me, see what happened. Like man, just take the money. He said, stop using false obligation. The woman is false. They have even touched the dying from a GoFundMe fund. Brother, the way you saying it, I ain't got no choice but to respect it. He said, Carmelo Anthony, don't get it twisted. Got money. They haven't used, he said, they haven't used a dime from a GoFundMe. Don't get it twisted. Carmelo Anthony got bread. That boy caked up. He don't need no GoFundMe money. I see what you saying, bro. Okay, we got to get back into this because for the people listening, this is not a laughing matter. I didn't make this video to make fun or because it's nothing funny about this. You know, his mother is being called everything except for a child of God because of something her son did. So if you want to be mad at somebody and you want to point the finger at somebody, all I'm doing is asking y'all, don't point at his mother. People act like he don't have a father. People act like he don't have influences like all kids do. And I know for a fact there's a lot of kids raised in beautiful households, both parents, nice neighborhoods, don't have to want for nothing, and they still choose to live the street life. A lot of your favorite rappers, they was raised up in the suburbs and they want to be knuckleheads or whatever. And I'm not saying Carmelo Anthony is a knucklehead, but whatever he did, you can't blame his parents for that. Because for all you people out there that got kids, whenever your kids mess up, you to blame. You can't even get mad at your kids because it's your fault if that's the case. So we gonna keep it respectful. I made this video to show love to his parents. So let's just keep doing that. But at the same time, I do like to ask questions because I want to know things that I don't know. And I'm not on here trying to make it seem like I know everything. I'm here to educate myself on the situation. And as I educate myself, I'm hoping to educate y'all for the people that don't know the things that I don't know. So don't think I'm trying to push something on you. And that's why I read the comments because y'all be knowing things and y'all be helping me understand things. So I'm not a dictator. I'm not trying to be a black leader, like one of the commenters said. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to educate myself. And I want to thank y'all for being here and going along for the ride. Without further ado, let's get back into this real quick because I'm interested to hear what his mother had to say. What the hell?
When I speak publicly, structure,
Hmm?
state. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid
God
to
damn.
sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful.
Do she got anger issues? I understand she passionate about what she's talking about. Her husband look like he about to. This is sad. And how y'all gonna talk bad about this woman? She concerned about her kids. She coughed that shit up. They must have wrote that on the paper in red. She looked like she seen blood. Remember back in the day, the Bible, when Jesus speaks, they used to print it in red, whatever that was. Look how they looking at the paper. She like, oh. Like it broke her heart when she seen that shit.
We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom.
God damn. She pushed it all out. She act like Terrence Howard was behind her. Like, push that shit out. Like, it's hard out here for a pimp. She pushed that shit all the way out. Hold on.
Threats.
Uh-oh.
My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her.
Is that because her brother home? Because if it's some hillbilly waiting in the bushes or whatever and Carmelo in there, she ain't got shit to worry about. If that was my brother, I wouldn't be worried about shit. You living with the Terminator? And I'm not trying to be funny about it, but come on, man. I wouldn't sleep in my room if he was in the house neither. You wake up in the morning, this motherfucker in the kitchen cutting a slice of cake with the biggest knife in the house. I don't know. What she think somebody gonna but you never know. In America, we've seen some horrible things happen. Bombings of churches, Tulsa, Oklahoma. So you never know how it can go down. A cyber hacker get in your shit, blow up your iPad, and you wouldn't even know how they did it. So I can understand, it's dangerous out here.
Sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom.
God damn.
Because she's fearful of what may happen to her.
Shit.
And let me be clear, the claims that were used about her own bedroom. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. Death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may.
It's too much, man. It's just too much. It's too much, man. This is stressful because they're going through it right now. And you know that anything can happen at any time. And they need all of the support they can get. They got my support. Because I know it got to be hell, especially when you got young kids in the situation and you still got to maintain the household. They got bills to pay. People mad that they getting GoFundMe money, but you got to consider they may not be able to go back to work for a long time. It might be hard for them to get work, once this is all said and done. He might get laid off. They might decide we don't want you back at the job. You causing people can't focus on their work. But you here, I'm sorry, we're going to have to let you go. How he going to go down somewhere and fill out an application and they see his name and he coming there for an interview and it's going to be awkward. 9 times out of 10, they're going to pass on him. So this money that they getting, hopefully it can help them start a business or something, help them sustain their family. So don't knock them for getting the money. They need the money right now. If they don't get this money, their kids not going to eat. They're not going to be able to survive. So yeah, let them get their GoFundMe money, regardless of how much it is, because they're going to have to make it stretch. Because even when they die down in the news, wherever they live, wherever they go, this is something that's going to follow them for the rest of their life. So Yeah, get them that. Let them get that GoFundMe on. Said, don't worry, sweetheart. Your brother is here. Everything is all good. I'm sorry. Blazing tent. You're bringing at the comedy. I can't help it. Yo, that's what it is. Thank you so much. Yo, y'all leave them comments and let me know what y'all think about all this. My main question I'm asking everybody is, did they raise Carmelo right? Answer that for me. Did they do a good job raising Carmelo? By the looks of things, seeing what happened, because it all starts in the home. How you conduct yourself in public and how you conduct yourself with other people, it starts at home. So, did they do a good job raising him? Did he come out right? Is this the way you're supposed to conduct yourself? Because all the people that's going along with this, you just letting your kids, the kids in your family, the kids in your community, you just saying that it's all right to do shit like this. We got your back if you do something. This is what's happening in the black community. Now the kids under the impression that if you somebody disrespect, you getting bullied or whatever, and you kill them, then you justified for that. So let's see. And I hate to see stuff like this happening in schools on the regular because I've seen situations coming up to where kids bring a knife to school or whatever the case. You don't never want to encourage that type of behavior on any level. And that's why I'm baffled to why people would be, supporting something like this so openly as if it's not young kids out there in school still. Now they was both adults and somebody had to defend themselves and they was in an area that called for it. They was in a bar, a dark alley or something like that, and shit got crazy, and you got to defend you. Somebody gets stabbed up, but at a school, this is a how can you condone a crime that happened at a school? And you got kids asking, what if your child came home after witnessing something like that? But hey, like I said, I don't got an opinion about this. I made this video to get y'all opinion. Me, I don't have an opinion. This platform is for the people. It ain't got nothing to do with me really. Somebody said, Blaze, you always give great content no matter what the topic is. Tammy, I really do appreciate that. And I love you to death for that, Tammy. Cool Breeze is in the building. He said, I'm going to watch the whole live. Thank you, Sean. Yo, please do that. And when you watch the whole live, let me know what you think about this. And leave a comment. And I'm going to give you some feedback too, because I rock with you. Somebody said the streets are a huge influence nowadays. Yeah, it is. But in a matter of self-defense, you have the right to defend yourself. If somebody was in your face, somebody pushing up on you, somebody getting physical with you, you got the right to defend yourself. And that's where a lot of people coming from in this situation. They hear he defended himself, his self-defense, then hey, you got to do what you got to do. It's either that or you're going to have what they say, a coward dies a million deaths, a soldier dies one. So even though he got in trouble for what he did and he went to jail and he going through all this hell, that's the price you got to pay in order for self-defense. People go through it, man. You defend yourself, it's going to be some consequences behind that. But people want justice for him because he was in a situation to where he had to defend himself. So that's where a lot of people coming from. Then you got people that feel like he didn't have to do all that. It didn't call for all of that. He went overboard. He was doing too much. He didn't have to kill the kid. Then you got other people that will argue and say, well, Zimmerman didn't have to kill Trayvon Martin, or that cop that killed George Floyd didn't have to kill George Floyd. And black people got a million comebacks in this situation. And that's why if you speaking out against it or you got a different narrative, it's like, shut your ass up. And I get it. But I'm more concerned about the kids coming up. Because they're going to be thinking This is an isolated situation, but they gonna see this and feel like, hey, there's some kid out there getting bullied right now in school. They getting bullied. Now they got it in their head. They're like, what if the next time them punks try to brush up on me in the bathroom, I let them have it and tell them it was self-defense. It's people getting it all documented. They got audio recordings, video recordings. They got text messages. They premeditating this shit. And if Carmelo get off, it's all open season. But it's another side to that sword. If people want to play that game, it's gonna be murder season, left and right. And that's what got me scared about the situation, because kids in schools with knives and it's justified. I don't know. Let me see. She said, I proposed the question of, do you really intend to aim for the love? Of course, always. That's what life is all about for me. It's all about spreading love. And that's why when I heard people sending all this hate towards his mother, in my heart, I'm like, wait a minute. This woman is innocent. All she ever tried to do was raise her family. So why is people coming at her like she the one that killed somebody? There's plenty of people that got killers in their families, whores in their families, junkies in their families, but that don't make you one. So I made this video to tell people, back up off of his moms. I could see you feeling the way about him because he did what he did, but don't lash out on his mother. They saying she looked like a killer because he's a killer, but he looked like her because that's his mother. So give her a pass. Then you got people saying she raised him wrong. It's only so much you can do when a kid gets to a certain age. So either way, his mother is not to blame. She said, look, being a badass is one thing. Pretending to be a badass is another. Like bringing weapons to school, trying to be starting something you can't complete. Fight the old fashioned way. We live in 2025. Ain't nothing old fashioned no more. Nothing. And that's the scary part about it. Those days are, if it was the old fashioned way and he did what he did, they would have deleted him and we probably would have heard about it a month later through the newspaper. It'll never be the old fashioned way. If it was the old fashioned way, we probably would have never heard about it. They probably would have evaporated his ass so fast, we probably would have never even heard about the murder. Somebody said that was divine intervention when one shot, he just wanted to get him off of him. Real talk. Said, I give you a pass. You must have something to drink. What should I have? Some Patron, Hennessy or something? I forgot it's Friday night. It was Henny, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I had some Henny and it was good too. And I had some Baileys too. So yeah, just give me a pass, bro. I promise it ain't gonna be like that on Sunday. I don't drink on Sundays. She said he's out on bail. His day in court is still coming. It's not over at all. He's just getting a little rest before the big long days at court. I'll wait for him. If it made it to this point, Diddy couldn't even get out on bond. And he put up $50 million. And Diddy ain't killed no white person. Diddy was having sex with men. And when he was doing it, he was getting praised for it because everybody was on Zesty Time. Terrence Howard talking shit about Diddy, but he was filming Empire with Lee Daniels and Juicy Smollett when Diddy was doing all this stuff he was doing. It was cool to live like how Diddy was living. Everybody wanted to be like Diddy. He was just doing what everybody was doing. He was getting it in with men during the zestiest times of America. Now they paint him out to be a criminal for it. And he couldn't even get out on bond. He put the houses up, the Lambos up, the jewelry up, the helicopter, the plane. He's still sitting in jail. This man stabbed somebody and he got out in less than a week. Said, hope Carmelo is enjoying the notoriety. When he gets to prison, he'll be Kumelo the Jizz Bucket. A good day for him is going to be when they. I need to start reading this shit before I read this shit. I do apologize, everybody. Said bullies always think it won't happen till it happens. With all these lynchings I see on Taylor House News, it was a breath of fresh air to see one survive. A breath of fresh air. Okay. So what about these boys, Florida State University and the two other ones in the news this past week? One said they hated blacks. They treat that like that's everyday news. You know, people used to that. People accustomed to that, but this situation with Carmelo Anthony is rare. Somebody said, Sean, hot the beard from the dude boys, two men with a deep voice. That's what it is. Said they found two twins on a mountaintop. This brother is squeaky clean. He'll get a deuce once it's all clears up. I need to look into that, what happened with the twins. Maybe when I come back, I'll do one on that. Homie said parents don't have nothing to do with even if the percent raised them with intuition. Man, let me get back to this video.
Might happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday.
That money be coming at all different angles. It's not just the GoFundMe. It's people out there that will hit your personal account. It's people that mail you. People can get some money to you. It's some old money out there that don't know nothing about a GoFundMe. It's people out there that still be licking stamps and putting shit in the mailbox. It's some money out there that can touch them. It's some media money out there, propaganda money, militia money out there. It ain't all GoFundMe. It's Cash App money out there. Fucking Zelle. You got so many ways for people to send you money. I'm talking about publication money, authorization money. It's they not sitting around waiting on no GoFundMe check. That's just that other money. When you in it, and I personally believe that this is one of the reasons why they decided to come out and verify and solidify their shit. Because if there's a train you got to catch, especially to some money, you got to hop on board. You can't expect to get on the money train and not get on the money train. And I'm not saying that they money hungry or they looking for a cash out or a payout. But if there's money to be made and money to be received, you got to strike while the iron is hot. And that's what calls for a press conference, even though nobody called for it. The news, and they wasn't looking for it. They put this is an in-house production. Let me show y'all, man. It's an in-house production. They put this together. They organization pieced this together so he can get his shine on, so he could promote his organization, so he can let the world know who he is, so he can get his Reverend Al Sharpton on, his Rollo Goodlove on. And ain't no, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. But this ain't no 5-star presentation. They literally threw this together. Was it necessary? Unless you're trying to make yourself a target. If you're not trying to make yourself a target, you must be trying to make yourself some money. And sometimes you gotta do both. But I don't know everything though. All I'm saying is, justice to his family, and I hope nothing happened to them. Lorraine said, I'm happy that Carmelo is going to be home for Thanksgiving so he can carve another turkey. Hmm. Yeah, y'all gotta keep in mind that we talking about human life here. Regardless of how you gotta acknowledge that a human being lost their life, a kid at that. I never seen so many devilish people, regardless of who it is. If somebody lose their life, when is that ever a laughing matter, right or wrong? If a life is taken, people parade in the fact that how old was the boy? Austin, I think he was like 17 or something like that. People excited and overjoyed about a 17-year-old losing his life, regardless if he was white, black, Mexican. But I'm gonna keep it black. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play for the home team. I ain't straddling the fence. I'm with my peoples on this one. However, we gonna do this, we carving turkeys. Y'all not gonna leave me in the cold. I gots to be invited to the barbecue. I ain't going out like that, man. I'm rolling with my team. If that's what we doing out here, justice for Carmelo, I'm with it. We got to stay on the same page, man. I ain't gonna be on this side and y'all on that side. So we carving turkeys. We just carving turkeys. Noki says she's a stay-at-home mom, and those deletion threats got her about to break. Boston is racist as hell, but in rural southern towns is 19 or 1770. Let's get back to this video.
Fourth.
Whoa. It's a rough night. Matter of fact, let's get back to this real quick. God Almighty.
What may happen to her? And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a two-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution.
Even in murder, they put God first in everything that they do. If it's the will of the Lord, then it shall be done. So turn the other cheek. I don't. She said they put God first in everything that they do. And she said it hard. Is that contradictory, or somebody help me understand? Because y'all know the Bible better than I know the Bible, unfortunately. Maybe it's a chapter in there that justify these actions. I'm pretty sure there is. Because people use the Bible as a weapon. So if the Bible can be used as a weapon, a knife, we all know that can be used as a weapon as well. So maybe it is some justification in there when she say we put God first in everything that we do. Hold up.
God first in everything that we do. Stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us. To be clear, we will not speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
Yo, shout out to his mom. Yo, Derek Rowe, thank you so much for becoming a member, man. That really mean a lot to me. And I encourage all y'all to do the same thing because we just having conversations here to get a better understanding, to bring some logic to the situation. And my logic is not always right. I'm willing to take whatever y'all putting out there and you know, to try to make it make sense to me. Because when I hear this stuff in the news and I see all of this stuff going on, I understand that if it make it on the airwaves and people talking about it, it's entertainment. A tragedy can become entertainment when everybody's talking about it. If you come out the house and pass gas and don't nobody hear it, have you ever done that? You walking down the street or and I ain't trying to be funny. I'm just trying to give y'all an example. You in the store or something, you let it slip. The first thing you're going to do is look back. And the reason you concerned about if anybody heard it is because you know that they're going to make entertainment out of it. They either going to laugh, they're going to tell somebody. They're going to make entertainment about it. If you ever, for my people up north or anywhere where it snows, you ever fell on the ice and you get up and the first thing you do is look around to see if anybody's seen you fall. The reason why you do that is because you know somebody's going to make fun out of you. You're going to be entertainment. Somebody probably filmed you. People be doing shit, minding their business, and somebody with a camera. I went jogging the other day. I'm jogging. Some little lady, she come by holding her phone. She running off fast. She run past me. And I'm thinking, why is she running? After she ran past me, she put her phone back down and kept on jogging. I'm like, she about to do a meme with her running past me like, yeah, I outran his ass. Look, that slow poke. She probably put slow poke on my picture or whatever the case is. And the reason why I'm saying all this is because once it hit the news, international news, it's automatically entertainment, regardless of what it is. If people find it entertaining, they gonna push it. So when his mother get up there and she speaking and she reading from a script, like it's a movie, they put a script in front of her. In my mind, I'm thinking that this is pure entertainment. This whole everything that they doing, from the dude on the podium, the pastor, the new Black Lives Matter, and all this shit they got going on. It's entertainment. They and I get it. If it's money to be made and it's people to be entertained, shoot, I'm on YouTube for entertainment, but ain't nothing funny though. I'm not here to crack jokes. I'm not here to go along with the narrative. And y'all got to be careful with that too, because a lot of people do blogs and they just want to entertain. And I understand people want to make their money or whatnot, but they will lead you astray and have you out here like a babbling idiot based off of some shit that they said, and they don't even have no proof. And the reason why I'm so sincere about it is because I basically invented that. I did that for the past 10 years. But even doing that, I let people know that it's all entertainment, allegations, and speculations. But people get on here and go along with the bullshit. And it's a bunch of babbling idiots out here that wouldn't even take the time to use some logic and think about if this is real or if this is entertainment. And they could take a real situation and make it entertaining just for the consumers to consume. So they jazzing up this situation. They being extra about it. Justice is justice. They used to I'm gonna shut up about it. I want y'all to listen at this. Let me. I'm gonna be quiet. I want y'all to hear this.
Counter breaking news and an update on the deadly stabbing in Frisco. Frisco police just confirmed a swatting call was made tonight to an address belonging to the victim's father. Now, that's a prank call designed to bring a lot of police to a scene. Tonight, Jeff Metcalf confirms to WFAA he wasn't home when it happened, but he did
Hold on,
arrive
that
about
comment
5
had me
minutes later.
distracted. Run that
Counter
back.
breaking news and an update on the deadly stabbing in Frisco. Frisco police just confirmed a swatting call was made tonight to an address belonging to the victim's father. Now, that's a prank call designed to bring a lot of police to a scene. Tonight, Jeff Metcalf confirms to WFAA he wasn't home when it happened, but he did arrive about 5 minutes later. Now, this is new information, and right now we're working to learn more details. But earlier today, everything stopped and heads turned when Metcalf showed up to a news conference called by the suspect's family. Tonight, Matt Howerton has a desperate plea from Karmelo Anthony's mother.
They came to speak for the accused. Jeff Metcalf came for his son. The father of Austin Metcalf surprised cameras at a press conference in Dallas Thursday, waiting for the mother of Karmelo Anthony to speak for the first time. Anthony, 17, now charged with murder, out on bond after telling police
Look at his face. We'll get back to that.
he stabbed Metcalf in self-defense. Metcalf's father asked to leave the press conference, and then it began like this.
The father being at this press conference. These are my words. Don't quote anybody. Is a disrespect to the dignity of his son.
What? How is it a disrespect to the dignity of his deceased son? Yo, somebody help me make that make sense. A disrespect to the his son ain't got no, his son dead. He just showed up to see what y'all got. What can y'all possibly say? He's grieving his child. I would have wondered what they got to say too. But hey, they asked him to leave. It wasn't necessary for him to be there. But then again, what am I talking? See, that's that coon. That's that coon. Damn, I need to snap out of it, man. I must admit, I be on some bullshit, man. You want to know what it is? It was watching all that Baywatch when I was a kid. That Pamela Anderson and all that shit. Think that's what it is. That inner coon, man, be shucking sometimes. What the fuck am I talking about? He showed up with them shades on, looking like the Terminator. They ain't know what the fuck he was about to do. I would have asked his ass to leave too. You don't know if he gonna pull out a gun. You don't know what he gonna do. I'm like, yo, somebody get him the fuck out of here. Cause you get up there and you start to speak and he looking at you under them shades. Ain't no telling what he was gonna do next. He probably bought some TNT with him or something. I do apologize, y'all. Look, I'm working on me, and I'm not afraid to admit that I got flaws and all that. But yeah, that inner coon got to shucking. I would have told him to get the fuck out of there too. But as far as the part about him disrespecting his son's dignity, this guy, he be talking, trying to make it seem like, matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it to myself. We gonna keep this thing rolling. I'm gonna keep it black. I'm gonna do this for the home team, man. Cause he said a lot of shit that just, matter of fact, y'all take a listen.
In that time, y'all trying to find how many of y'all have asked the superintendent or one single board of trustee, why didn't you cancel or postpone? With weather in that magnitude, you couldn't have a track meet in rain or thunderstorm or clouds. Y'all are the media. Ask your journalists, your weather journalists, how the weather was that day and that time. Y'all do that research.
He's saying the track meet should have never happened because it was raining outside. If they would have shut it down because of the rain, then nobody would have died. He blaming the school for Carmelo Anthony stabbing that boy up, for them even having the track meet on a rainy day. If they was paying attention to the weather, something like this would have never happened.
Because as a person who is the administrator of your children, you are responsible for the safety of the children. And so it seems as if Frisco ISD is trying to push this off by making this decision that they do not have to make. So the Next Generation Action Network, outside of the legal process, will be going through different avenues regarding to ensure that we fight for the rights of Karmelo Anthony. Okay? So in the next coming days, we will be announcing.
They gonna have somebody that's gonna eat his ass up in court. When they get to court, matter of fact, he not even a lawyer. What he gonna do when they go to court? And he ain't got no degree. He can't get up there and say shit on their behalf. He gonna be outside the courthouse with that same podium, talking about the New Generation Action Network. We are here outside of the courthouse, waiting to see what goes on the inside of the courthouse. He throwing them to the fire. And when shit get rough, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing but give another speech. Somebody said he acting like a lawyer. Shit gonna get hot. And when it do, he just making it hotter for their fans. He don't got them to come out there publicly. He don't got them to read a script that he wrote, but he not gonna be able to represent nobody in the court of law. Because best believe, them other people, they got somebody, the forensics, the camera angles, the witnesses. I know y'all want justice for Carmelo Anthony, but this is sloppy. If they would have laid low and got low and not post no pictures, not do no interviews, not do none of that, just be in the shadows, then maybe it would have cooled off. But he making it hot for them. They gonna make an example. And if he get off, hey, that's the system. I wouldn't say I want him to go to jail or nothing like that, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I said all I had to say. Now let me see what y'all got to say before I get out of here. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. Do y'all want him to get off? And most importantly, let me know, do y'all feel like they raised him right? Do you feel like Carmelo's parents did a good job raising him? Did he do the right thing in the situation? Somebody said he was too busy advertising his company. He said the name of his company like 50 times. Every other word was the name of his company. Like he got a record label or something. He the CEO of whatever his company is. He want the whole world to know about his organization. He using this situation to get his own thing popping. He obviously got his own personal agenda. Lauren the Pisces said he probably brought hot sauce into the courtroom. You just never know what that man got up his sleeve. So they was about to take Ometa out if he. Okay, I don't know who Ometa is. But that's Negro ain't no there. I got so much love for y'all, man. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what y'all think about all this. Let me know if y'all feel like his parents did a good job. And one more time before I go. This woman, I believe she a good woman. I believe his mother is an excellent parent. I don't believe she raised him wrong. Matter of fact, I'm gonna answer the question myself. Did they raise Carmelo right? I'm pretty sure they did a good job. But he at the age to where he gonna do what he want to do. Just like y'all kids out there. For the people out there that got kids, teenagers, when they get a certain age, it's only so much you can do. You can't. I could see if he was 5 or 6 and he did something like this, or if he was a young child. We talking about a young adult here. So I believe his parents did well by him. I believe he got good parents. But he was in a situation. Did he make the right choice? Did he make the wrong choice? That's for y'all to decide. At this point, I really don't know. We're gonna have to wait for the courts to figure it out. I would rather let them figure it out before I jump to conclusions. We got to get all the details first. He probably was justified. He probably wasn't justified. We're gonna have to wait until they take it to court and they sort it all out, because the public, everybody got an opinion. People make up shit all the time. People create their own narratives. People be talking like they was there. Don't even live in Texas nowhere. They talking like they know all of the details, or they heard this or they heard that, like they spitting facts. We'll get the facts when they take it to court. So for right now, he innocent. I can't even say innocent till proven guilty. He guilty like a motherfucker. But somehow, for the sake of entertainment purposes, they gonna linger this out and make $1 billion in the process off of the public consumption. And it could be all manufactured. It could all be some Hollywood shit, for all we know. But because what black person gonna stab a white person anywhere? There's some new. What do you say the name of his organization was? The next generation action network. Man, it's all something. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it. I got so much love for y'all, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all on my next